Hello, good morning, it's Scott. Today is the last day of April, the 30th. It's Wednesday. Welcome again if you're a returning viewer, and welcome also if you are new. This is my meditation channel where I do a brief talk and then go into a meditation technique that allows a little bit of training in the different dimensions of our being: physical, emotional, mental, and relational. And today I want to talk a little bit about something I'm inspired by, which is extremophiles. And these are organisms that live in like very sort of hostile environments. And for example, they found a particular kind of fungus in Chernobyl where the disaster occurred that actually was growing toward radioactive material. Like it was actually extending itself toward that. And the theory is that it was able to, it's called radiotrophic, where the radiation that Chernobyl is emitting, the fungus is actually able to either grow, like feed off of, or allows it to grow more rapidly, or it allows it, somehow it unlocks its growth. Why is that interesting? Well, because if I went right where the elephant's foot is in Chernobyl, I would be given a toxic dose of radiation. I believe still to this day, right? There's a radioactive decay of that meltdown would still deliver me a kind of radiation that either I'd get sick or develop the things that happen from radiation exposure. And as awake and as spiritual person as I am, or anybody, if anybody went into that environment without protection, they would be given that toxic dose of radiation. But life finds a way, and that's inspiring to me. That if there's a fungus that absorbs or feeds off of radioactive material, they could develop a kind of a protective shield in a spacecraft from radiation using this kind of fungus, sort of certain level of thickness around the craft, and then they would be able to be more protected from radiation coming their way. I like this idea of life finding a way because it's a soft power. It's soft because it's not this anthropocentric push that we have as human beings to try to control and dominate our every move. The soft power is something that I've been on about for a long time, especially lately, and developing a kind of quantum field connectedness to each other that resonates. And in so doing, we become greater than the sum of our parts. We become more cooperative. We become more loving, more connected, and more aware of our choices and the impact of our choices. Impact of choices not only for our own little bubble, but those choices on the impact on the whole. Because it's very clear to me, from a spiritual point of view, that we are not isolated, even though the world will want us to be behind our screens, sucked in every day. I think there's something able to change in us, and it is happening, and sometimes I see it, and feel very validated in the work. And if you're like me, relatively sort of like in a small corner of the internet, then you'll understand, this is for you. So let's practice today. We'll start with the eyes closed. And we'll expand the whole, we'll do a breathing practice of charging up the breath. In breath through the nose, out through the mouth, but allowing your whole torso, your trunk of your body, to expand in all directions on the in-breath, and gently contract on the out-breath. In-breath through the nose, out through the mouth. Top to bottom expansion and all sides. See if you can notice tension in the in-breath and soften a little bit and slow down on the out-breath. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. And then tuning into your body, feeling your body and the earth underneath you. Allowing your breath to return to your typical way of breathing. Settling into a more expanded, spacious state. And begin on the in-breath, feeling your body, the sensations of your body, and the out-breath melting down through your body into the earth. In-breath, feeling your body, out-breath melting down through your body into the earth. You can remember always that whenever there's overwhelm, you could come back to feeling your body, and the earth underneath you. Great for grounding and for regulating. And each breath wave is a little bit more softer, a little bit slower. Great, and bringing your attention up into your heart, feeling your heart space on the in-breath and softening and expanding on the out-breath. Just feeling into your heart on the in-breath and softening on the out-breath. And coming in contact with your emotions, noticing what emotions are present for you right now. It could be any of the 5 main cardinal emotions like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. Just noticing what is here, present for you now. And without trying to change it, fix it, or control it. Spending some time feeling how you're feeling. moving up into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, softening tension in and around your head. Just becoming aware of the space in and around your head. And then coming in contact with your thoughts, noticing that there is activity in your mind. Is your mind very active, or is it more calm? Just noticing what your mind is like right now. And just remaining uninvolved with your thoughts, allowing them to arise, move across your mind, and pass. Very good. And then now we'll gently open our eyes. Spend some time with the eyes open. And keeping your eyes soft and feeling around you, outside of you, on the in-breath. And on the out-breath, a downward movement through the center line of your body and into the earth, the inside of you. Noticing the relational aspect between feeling outside on the in-breath and inside on the out-breath. Sometimes when you practice in this way, you may notice a change in sort of the contrast or a brightening of the colors in your visual, like the visual part of your seeing. That's totally normal. And just feeling outside you on the in-breath, and then inside you on the out-breath. Wonderful. And then from here, we can set our prayers and our intention for the day. May this work ripple out into our own life and out into the community. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me, and have an awesome Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.